has been something that has literally captivated the nation and was even part of a hearing.
It certainly was, and he definitely dropped some new bombs in this interview. And I think one of the biggest takeaways, he actually accused both lawmakers in Congress and aerospace company Lockheed Martin of having direct knowledge of programs to study non-human materials. He says some even tried to publicly discredit him. Coming forward is a risky dance to avoid sharing too much, but for Grusch, he says this is all about government accountability.
I'm here to protect national security, and I'm just trying to put all the general topics out there for public conversation to hold our government accountable, really.
In his first interview since our NewsNation exclusive with UFO whistleblower David Grusch, the former intelligence officer sat down with the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. Earlier this year, Grusch testified about an alleged covert operation regarding UAPs and says his efforts to uncover the government's lack of transparency has destroyed his career.
When I really started looking into this, I mean, they came after me so hard to try to revoke my clearance, ruin my career, kicked me out of my agency, and they accused me of everything you could possibly think of with no evidence.
Grusch claims he held meetings with, quote, senior people who work for members of Congress to brief them on his findings. He accused Chairman of the House Intel Committee, Congressman Mike Turner, and Chairman of the Armed Services Committee, Representative Mike Rogers, of trying to stop him from coming forward for their own political gain.
If there's nothing to see here, why are Mike Rogers and Mike Turner in the House blocking this bill that is, in my opinion, the most important legislation for transparency in American history?
NewsNation reached out to both congressmen, but did not receive a response. Grusch also accused aerospace company Lockheed Martin of having direct knowledge of the alleged government cover-up of non-human material.
We knew that Lockheed Martin had this material for decades. Lockheed Martin wanted to divest itself from this material at a specific facility that's known to me that I provided to the Inspector General.
Lockheed Martin did not have a comment for our NewsNation team and said questions about UAPs are best addressed by the U.S. government.
Not surprised
Adrian and
at
Nick.
all. Yeah, not surprised. I mean, this is such a bizarre story, and there are a lot of people who believe it. And I've had people on every spectrum, every side of the aisle, who say, oh, no, I really believe the government is hiding something from us.
A lot of questions, and the transparency, I think that's what's concerning to a lot of people. We just want to know what's going on.
And Emily, I think there are people who are afraid to come forward.
Very true, very true. We saw David Grusch. He described what happened to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's not afraid at all.
At all. Well, it's been 60 years